I want to know if you had any further insight after doing your tour across the country of why do you believe we're seeing the level of resistance and the level of outcry in the Black community now as opposed to even 15 or 20 years ago?
To answer that question, the reason why we're seeing so much of our humanity being less than human, and this just happens to deal with the police, but really, the police is kind of like the last phase of that. You know, many of us, we tend to get, active, or we tend to recognize what's going on, unfortunately, after somebody's shot with a bullet. But a lot of our young ones are being shot without bullets, very slowly. Many times it starts in those public school classrooms. You know, I'm coming from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I do call it the home of the Confederate North. And I don't know if you've been keeping up with the news or not, but we have a young man named Jamar Clark who was shot. There's still investigation on this, but people have said that the brother was handcuffed and he was shot in the back of his head. Now there's something that's going on in Chicago, but this is going on simultaneously in Chicago. Now, in the movie you saw that they gave more respect to a dog, a pet bull. They tased the pet bull first. They showed more respect to an honor to a dog. At least they shot him in the face or wherever, in the front. But I would say this. Literally right now in Minneapolis, Minnesota today, 8 blocks away from that young man got shot, there's a public school headquarters, the main office of the Minneapolis Public Schools. Kitty corner across the street is a Popeye's Chicken. The billboard on top, right by Popeye's Chicken, kitty corner from the Minneapolis Public Schools says 77% of black children in the Minneapolis Public Schools are not reading at grade level. Now you're seeing a lot of people come out when our young ones get shot.
When I say black lives, y'all say matter. Black lives 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 matter.
But where are they at when that's happening? If we're not as outraged and reactionary to somebody getting shot, at least quickly, where are we at when these young ones go from kindergarten to 12th grade? Some of them make it to 12th grade, some of them don't. Some of them graduate and maybe they can read at a 9th grade level. Some of them graduate and they're reading at a 6th grade level. But what do you think that's looking like when they go out into the community? And what does that say about us when we allow that to happen? These are our public schools, right? These are our children. There is an accountability that we have in our public institutions to work for us. The police are just basically the acceptable norm that the community institutions let happen. The police reinforce the community norms. So what does it say about us when it takes a young brother dying for us as a community to wake up? That doesn't say too much good about us right now. So we got a responsibility because these young ones are feeling all this. These young people watching this, they're keeping up with all this. They got them phones. Some of them got watches now. You can get online on your watch now or whatever. They absorb all this pain. And believe me, they're feeling it, because I know you're feeling it. You know, we talk about these issues, you know, at the crib and, you know, in the house, in the safety and security of the house. But, you know, we need to take these issues publicly, where whoever's around. I don't care, white, black folks, whatever. You should be able to speak the truth in front of everybody. And we're watching the deterioration of our humanity when we know that unjust things are happening to us, and we just keep quiet because some of us want to keep that paycheck. Some of us want to keep that job. Some of us want to keep the little social status in the community we got. But the stories I read in that Bible that some of us read, that original Christian church, they were strong because, just like my brother in the movie said, the young brother who was sipping the little, I don't know, 7-Up or something, he said my brother caught it. He said one of the most powerful things in the whole movie, the young brother. He said we need to pool our money together. And I heard my brother in the back, if we don't own nothing, then how can you have any power to deal with anything that you got to deal with?